The G2 Valorant roster, guys, has been an absolute joy to watch, and this past weekend certainly showcases the lengths they are willing to go. Now 6 titles in a row. If you guys have not seen this roster play, not only their backstories of this team, but of course this past weekend, now winning their 6th title and event in a row with the Allied Esports Ignition Series. It's been an absolute joy to watch, especially after such tragedy and heartbreak, what this team has gone through so far, and especially one member, that being Davidp, formerly of the Counter-Strike scene, if you guys did not know, leaving that esport amongst many others who have left their home esports to pursue Valorant with this G2 family, and has done tremendous things so far with them. This past weekend, and something I wanted to give a little bit of time because it certainly struck a chord with me, that being David losing his father during the early stages of the event and then playing there shortly afterwards. And of course, G2 alongside David going on to win the event. It was one of the most touching things I have seen in a long time. I responded to that post. I think we've already talked about this as well. I've already reached out to David, of which he did shortly reply. This is one of the most heartbreaking things I have had to cover. That's why I gave it some time, but I think it deserves that recognition of what a lot of pro players have unfortunately had to go through. David now being one of them. I cannot say enough. My thoughts and prayers are with you, and I think the entire family and community out there is certainly behind your back as well, as we did find out this past weekend. As early on in the event, David did tweet out, "My father just left this world while I was playing a tournament. How bad can life be? How freaking bad. I regret so many things. I regret that I didn't spend time with you lately. I regret that I didn't say that I loved you from years. I'll miss you, Papa." If you guys had seen, it was actually early on, all of a sudden he had pulled out of one of their series, and obviously once those kind of things happen, you know something is certainly up. They went on to continue to actually play the event, and David shortly thereafter, which was, I mean, just tremendous. If you guys saw the responses out there, not only from G2 and the G2 family, but all of you guys out there, I'm sure many of you watching did see this. It was remarkable, and instantly it makes you think of your own personal life. And I know that might sound selfish, but it makes you think of your own family and your friends, to call them, to stay close to them, to, you know, as David did say, to tell them you love them. And that's something I certainly look to. Of course, going on to playoffs as well, taking down FPX as well as Team Liquid, then FPX again to actually win the event. Mixwell, your MVP. Obviously, he's been doing stellar things, but it's been so fun to watch these guys together. So fun to watch former Counter-Strike boys that I was fans of then and still am fans of now. And to watch someone like David fight through this, I cannot understand where he is coming from. I cannot see this through his shoes. It really breaks your heart to try and understand what he went through. Just so much respect going to all of you guys who responded, and especially to David for those moments. And after their win, David again taking to Twitter. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter, I highly encourage you to do so. He says, "Winner of the Allied Esports Ignition Series. I hope that from where my father is, he is proud of me and sees how much I fight. Dad, I dedicate this victory to you, and I also dedicate to all the people who are going through difficult times in life. You are not alone." So certainly one of the most tremendous things I have seen in a long time, guys. You know, this past couple of weeks, we saw Brian from the Call of Duty scene lose a parental figure. We've also seen Taco from the Counter-Strike scene, a very unfortunate similar situation. Way back in the day, he lost his father during an event as well, continued to play that same tournament. We keep on seeing these pro players exude things that I don't think I could really do in myself. And again, more props and respect to David and the G2 roster. Certainly, you know, a debatable #1 team over there in Europe and one of the best teams in the world already. It's going to be really cool to see these guys continue to rise and see what successes they do draw from a brand new esport. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy. Again, thoughts and prayers out to you, David, and best of luck to everything you guys got going in the future. Until then, take care of yourselves, guys. Drink, stay hydrated. I'll be back here all day long, all week long, breaking down more esports and gaming news. Until then, take care. Okay, bye.